everybody, and welcome. My name is Anneli Thomasson, and on this channel I share about how I try to live a slow and simple life in the south of Sweden, and at the same time trying to make it as a knitwear designer. So welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to this channel if you're new. So yeah, let's get started. Usually I do these episodes where I have a section where I talk about slow living and my thoughts about it, and then I have another section where I talk about my knitting. I call that my knitting journal, and there is where I talk about what I'm designing on or other things that I've been knitting on or stuff like that, like usually normal knitting pod. Well, but in my last episode, I said that I want to do that every other week, and in between, I want to do a just small different kinds of videos where I share my thoughts about slow living or thoughts about knitting, where I sit and talk or something else, and there will be these shorter episodes in between. And so this is what I'm doing right now, but this was supposed to be recorded and released last week. But when I said that, I didn't know what the stars had lined up for me. So because of what happened last week, I had no, I couldn't record. So I will talk about what happened last week in this episode. But before I start, I will talk about what I'm wearing. So this is Lillefjell Sweater, a pattern that I released last September. And there is this color work yoke, and you have cables at the front and the back and down the sleeves. And this is knitted in Rauma finull. Yeah. So on this episode, I will sit here, I will knit. I hope you have something to knit on, and I will drink a cup of tea. And I will share about what happened last week. I was first thinking that I wouldn't share about it, but well, I have decided that I will. So I hope you will stay here and sit and knit with me. What I'm knitting on is a new project I cast on yesterday. I wanted to have this cozy big shawl, triangle shawl, with this rustic look that you just can wrap around you, and it will give you a warm hug. So my working name for this, it won't be the pattern name, but my working name for this, I Need a Hug shawl. So right now it's just garter stitch, triangle. So I will do garter stitch a bit more, and then we will see. There will be other things later. Yeah, but I will talk more about this in my next episode. So, what did happen last week? Well, I found out that I have skin cancer. I will start by saying that I'm fine. It was caught at an early stage, so the risk that it has spread to the lymphatic system is very small, and I'm so grateful for that. So that is for me great news. But the word cancer is loaded with emotions. So emotionally, I wasn't able to record last week. So that is why it has been moved. But yeah, so I will tell you what happened. I have had this birthmark on my leg, on my calf, for a long time, and I thought it was growing. So 2 years ago, I went to the doctor to get it checked, together with some other marks that I have, and he said, "No, there's nothing to worry about. It's not harmful at all." Well, I went home, and the other ones that I checked, I had it was no problem to let go. But this one on the leg, my inner voice told me over and over again that there is something with this. This is not right. There is something with this birthmark. You need to check it again. So, but my brain said no. The doctor checked it. It's nothing. So I waited 2 years, and then I said to my husband, "No, I need to check this again." My inner voice tells me that there is something wrong with this. So I did. I went to the doctor, and she says the same thing. No, it doesn't look harmful at all. But then she checked some other birthmarks or mole or whatever you call them, and she said, "Well, the one on the leg is looking a little different from your other ones, so let's remove it just to be safe." And so I was glad she removed it, and then I thought, okay, now I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it anymore. But last week they called from the doctor's office and tell me that they had the result and they want me to come back, and if I could come back the same afternoon. So that is when I understood that, okay, they found something. So I went back, and the hours between this phone call and when I got to the doctor was not fun. I called my husband, so he went with me, and they said, "Yes, you have skin cancer, malignt melanoma." I think that is the English word. Malignt melanom we say in Swedish, and I think it's similar in English. But then they said it was caught early. It hadn't grown as much depth-wise, so it is grown on the surface, but not as much into the skin. So that was really comforting. So they said that this is a very, very little risk that it has spread to the lymphatic system. Sorry. And so that calmed me down a lot, because it's dangerous if it does. So what will happen now is that tomorrow I will do another surgery. They will remove more skin around the area, and they will also check my body for other birthmarks or moles that could be dangerous, and they will check my lymphatic system to be sure that it hasn't spread. I will do that tomorrow. So yeah, that is what is happening right now. My feelings is that I'm calm. I'm calm about it. I am super grateful that I listen to my inner voice, that I got it checked and that the doctor listened to her inner voice and removed it so that we could find this out. And I am very grateful that it was caught this early. So I don't worry that much. I will say that. I'm very lucky to have caught it at this early stage. So yeah, but it is of course scary. But knitting helps. Knitting calms me down. Knitting is there as a solid, good old friend. When I know from experience, because I'm 46 years old, I have experienced life before, and life has its highs and it has its lows, and that is what life is. So I know that when I'm in this stage in a bad period, when I get when something happens, I always get alert. My brain works perfectly, and I am focused, and I'm in this kind of fight mode. So that is when I can knit color work, I can knit lace, cables, no problem. Because I'm very focused at that point, and I think there is something comforting in doing that as well, because you have to be concentrated on your knitting, and it's nice to have that to concentrate on and not letting your emotions or thoughts run wild. So that is a good thing, I think. But I also know that when things are calming down, when things started to ebb out, I get really tired, and my brain gets really tired, and I have trouble concentrating. So that is when I need a simple knit, and that is when I just want to do stockinette, do garter. That is when I just want the rhythm in knitting is what I need at that stage. So, and I think there is something, meditative. Is that how I say it? Meditative with knitting. The rhythm, the connection between brain hand and hand brain. So for me, knitting is, as I said, as a good old friend. You can always trust on your knitting, the feel of the yarn running through your fingers, and the slow process. That is, for me, it is really comforting when life is tough. And I don't know if everybody feels like that, or we're different people, different kinds. Some people might think that no, I can't do any knitting while when things are hard. I don't know. How is it for you? Do you knit when life is tough, or do you feel like no, I just want to sit, drink a cup of tea, or do you do anything else? Do you bake? Do you what gives you the comfort when life is tough? Please let me know. Write in the comments below. because I think it's good to hear that we are all different, and so yeah. So what I want for you to take with you watching this movie is that always, always listen to your inner voice. That is the most important thing. Listen to your inner voice. It can save your life. Sometimes the brain says that you're crazy. You're don't listen to that. It's not logical or whatever. But I say always, always listen to your inner voice, your gut feeling. Your inner voice will always guide you right. So that is what I want for you to take with you from this story. So yeah, that is all that I want to share about today. Next episode will be recorded next week, and I will then tell you how the surgery went. So till then, take care. Bye bye.